Hello to all my friends out there. So I was going to do a whole new video on this, but I thought, well, why not just do this alien video while I'm eating my lunch? Okay, last night, well, here is the video I was watching. Miles Johnson, Bases 54, TI, Dan, Part 2, Programmed Genocide. Okay, the guest comes across as a little bit hysterical, and so that could make some people not listen to what he has to say. I can pretty much listen to what people have to say without missing the whole entire message. So one of the things I was listening to, the parts that interest me are the parts on the aliens. So two of them mentioned that tall grays were living among us, and these tall grays were killed in the Paradise Fires. So it is an attack on humans, but it was also an attack on these gray aliens, and so a lot of them were killed. If I understood right. Okay, so in my opinion, do I think there are tall grays living among us? Yes, I do, and small grays too. I think they were on Area 51, and I think they've moved out, and with them came the alien technology, like spacecraft. And it makes sense. I like a lot of olives. It makes sense that some of these fires could be attacks on aliens, maybe by other aliens. So the insinuation was the attack came from the reptilians. Okay, so now behind this is my opinion now. You know, if you're like narrow-minded and you're going to get upset and leave a bunch of nasty comments, I mean, go ahead. That's just going to get you tagged by the AI as a problem. But there's the grays and the insectoids, or the mantis people, always go together. And then there's other beings, disagreeable beings that are more like insects, like bees, like Beelzebub, like Lord of the Flies, like there's bees, there's flies, there's what are those things? Giant spiders. I'd say those would be like arachnoids. So some people are saying these what are these? Aliens are moving around amongst us, are living in areas of the world. And I think it was the dragons. Okay, now with the reptiles appear either as Nordics or reptiles. And a lot of people think the reptiles are moving among us as well. I think so too. I think I have seen evidence. Why can't I ever find a blasted fork when I'm trying to do these videos? How am I supposed to eat my salad with all this fork? Some people say reptiles are moving amongst us in the population too. I think they are too. So they're saying the fires are were an attack on the tall grays that were living in California. That was the reason for those fires. And it does seem kind of like this time they were less sneaky about it. The attacks were like in San Francisco and along the areas where these technologies exist. Well, so you might be saying, well, if the aliens are telepathic, why didn't these aliens just teleport out of there? Well, possible maybe some of them were hybrids. And I have posted various videos on hybrids for you people out there to see. These salads are good. Some people say, okay, now Dan on the Miles Johnson video, now I'm not sure I agree with this. He's saying that behind a lot of this pornography and all these child snatchings is the reptilians. This is really good tea. Some say the reptilians are carnivorous. I'll know about that. That's what's just been said. So here is the big salad I bought for $5. There's lots of carrots. You know, if you want to make, my refrigerator is really, really cold. It's partially frozen. That's not good. I bought this pizza for $1. So what he's saying that the reptilians are the ones that are up to no good. I'm not saying they aren't up to no good. Remember Game of Thrones, how the kingdoms were fighting amongst each other? It's possible that the aliens are fighting amongst themselves as well. It does seem kind of highly suspicious that these attacks are in our technology places. I have never actually seen a reptilian. But supposedly there are places that the aliens are moving amongst in the population. And what they're saying is the aliens are fighting amongst themselves for regions, you know, like okay, I would say that the insects, especially like the bees, some of them are in the fashion houses, like Victoria's Secret. Behind them might be some aliens. Notice all those little butterfly wings and stuff on the models? And in Europe would be the dragons or the reptilians. And some of the fashion houses, I mean, it does look like an influence of reptilians. And then in the North Pole would be Nordics / reptilians. The Nordics most likely would be the ones that were in, what was that underground island? Atlantis. So that was the latest thing, that the fires are caused to kill the tall grays. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt there was tall grays in California directing our huge wealth. We're like a huge wealthy country. And then behind the money is the Reptilians. I don't want to say the names because it seems un-American. I just unfollowed a bunch of people who were on to Hillary and Bill Clinton. I mean, it's so ridiculous. So, okay, you guys, not getting into politics either. This is just one of the newest theories I have heard on the aliens, and it kind of makes sense. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.